Welcome to the daily market outlook. We are about to check the charts and see what the market is offering us today. So to start off, we are looking at the DXY. Currently on the DXY, what we can see is that price has what mitigated this zone to our left. We've seen a reaction from there, and you can see already I have a target on the DXY. So I'm expecting it to what head down to the lows. If we watch it on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is that we've seen what a sell-off from the zone back to this internal zone over here where we mitigated what price, and from there we've seen it what move to the upside. So I'm expecting price to revisit this low where I believe it has what left liquidity. So for the DXY today, I'll be bearish, targeting what these lows over here. So that will help me what frame out the direction for the other pairs. So starting with gold. On gold, what we can see is that our price has what mitigated this zone to the left. We've seen it what move to the upside. But if we watch it on the daily time frame so that we get it better, we can see we mitigated the zone to the left after we what took out this low. From there, we mitigated this price action and moved to the highs. And currently gold direction is somehow not precise to me. I believe we could revisit this high once more before we come back to this low. But I might be wrong and we might see what gold head back to the lows. But right now, gold is looking nice to short anytime from now. It could be maybe after this high goes or even at this point. But for gold, I think I'm more bearish than bullish, but it's left to the timing. So when we see Euro USD starting off with the weekly, we can see that we have what taken out this low at this moment. We are mitigated to what price action at the left, and from there we can see some reactions. Jumping to the 4-hour, what we can see on Euro USD is that what from that zone we have seen what price move to the upside and mitigated this zone to our left. From there we saw price what sell off to the downside. We've trapped somewhat buyers over here. We are respecting this low to the left, and from there we saw what price would give up this bullish reaction, which led to what a break of structure after taking out these buyers. From there we've seen a sell-off, and with the help of the DXY, I'm able to frame what a direction. You understand? So on the DXY, I can see that I want to sell. So it will help me come here with a mindset of what buying, because USD over here we can see it is what the second one. So if USD is weak, it will be stronger. So it helps me get a direction over here. So right now I believe what it's time for us to see a move to the upside. So my confluence matched up and I'm in this trade at the moment. From here we can see that we had a break of structure. We had a sell-off which induced sellers and trapping some buyers. So from there we got our second break of structure mitigation. That what trapped buyers and induced sellers. We had another mitigation to respect for this low, building what highs at this point. So I saw it as an opportunity and I entered this trade with my target was at this zone where we were once at. So that was the breakdown for Euro USD. I'm in longs position at the moment. On GP USD, what we can see is that price has what mitigated this zone to the left on the weekly time frame. We've seen a sell-off from there, mitigation, move to the upside, which has what induced buyers. So with buyers induced, we want to what trap everybody that was buying. So we can see that our price was moving back to the lows, and we have taken out this low. We are expecting this to the left. If you hop on the daily, you can see after taking out this low and respecting this to the left, we've seen price what move to the upside. Currently, price has what taken out a high and it is what continuing to go to the outside. On GBUSD, price is what currently not clear for me. I believe you can see it move further up to this high. But right now, I'm not sure of anything on GPUSD, so I'm really not interested in. But I believe we can see this high go. On AUDUSD, AUDUSD is quite tricky among Euro USD, GBP AUD is somehow tricky. So AUD, so AUD USD, we can see that we have taken this low and we are expecting this one to the left. But we would like to see this low go. Jumping on to the daily time frame, what we can see is that when we respected that low, we've seen what price move to the upside and take out some what sellers to the left, causing this break of structure, building what more liquidity to the lows. So when we hop on the daily time frame, what we can see happen is price what sell off to the downside and respect a zone and building liquidity at that zone. So with this zone, we can see that our price has mitigated, move to the upside. We've seen it what move back to the highs, and we've seen it what move back to the highs again, respecting this highs to the left. So when we hop on the 15, we can see that this one created this move to the upside, possibly what inducing bias. So with this move, people possibly wanted to buy price action. You can see that we've trapped them, we've taken out this low. We are still left with some lows where the liquidity originally was built, which is this. And this was making AUDUSD more confusing for me because I think AUDUSD is more has a more chance to go to the low than it's going to the highs. But we need it to line up with EUR/USD and GBP/USD and also what the DXY. But we are not getting that at the moment. So AUDUSD, to be honest, I would like to see this logo. But let's see what will happen. Maybe you might have a move to the upside, which is going to take this high and a continuation to the highs. When we hop on USD CAD on the weekly time frame, we can see that we are heading towards this high to the left that the price action is respecting. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see from that high, we've seen the sell-off. We've seen price move to the high. We've seen it take out more buyers at this point. We mitigated this price action. We've moved to the highs, once again trapping people, and we can see it come back to the lows, move to the highs, and it's currently selling. So I believe we are building a lot of liquidity at these lows, which we've not taken out. So I believe we can see price move back to the lows, similar to EUR/USD maybe. So that's what I'll be expecting USD CAD to do, move to the lows. I'm currently in EUR/USD, so I'm not interested in USD CAD. But USD CAD is a nice trade. It's a very, very nice trade. I think it's playing out at the moment, but it's a very nice trade. For USDJPY, I'm not interested at all. If we hop on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we've taken out all-time highs. When we go back to the 1 hour, from this all-time high, we can see price has moved to the upside. We've come to the lows, respected it, induced buyers. We've seen the sell-off. This low currently is a low of interest, but we can see price action move from here back to the highs. But I see this trade to be very, very low probability, and I'm not interested in it. So that's all for the daily market outlook. Catch you guys tomorrow.